Right for James Wade, averaged over 100 beating Barney last week. It was a fine performance.
It was. He was 5-1 up, and in the end, he gave Barney chance after chance. But the actual way he was going about his work was very machine-like. I would love to see Robert put things right, because look, when he's on, he wins UK Opens and he wins World Grand Prix. He needs to win one of these early legs for me.
The commentators Rod Harrington and Rod Studd.
Thanks, Dave. Good evening. Yes, Robert Thornton has not won a match in the Premier League since May Day 2014, and it is May Day tonight, because if he doesn't win here, it'll be a long road back. Never mind 500 miles, Rodney, it'll seem like 5,000 miles to the Premier League playoffs and beyond. He's desperately scrapping for a victory that will keep his hopes of avoiding elimination alive. Can he get one tonight in front of this partisan crowd?
Well, you thought that the crowd may spur him on a bit, get that scoring power back, and that double top that has been missing, like you say, for quite a while. But he is up against the machine, James Wade, and his game is like a machine at the moment. He did nearly let Barney off last week, but he took a 5-1 lead, then a 6-3. So the week before is the same. He is getting out the gate quite quick, is James Wade. As Wayne mentioned, you know, he's had this problem with his foot, then a chest infection. I think he's just forgotten how to win.
Well, it's 7 matches in the Premier League without a win. Didn't play in 2015. A draw and 6 losses in his last 7 games. The last game a 7-0 whitewash at the hands of Phil Taylor, becoming the first player in Premier League history to be whitewashed twice, having been towelled 7-zip in the first round of matches by Dave Chisnell. The thing is, we know he's much better than that.
140.
Well, if you look at what Thornton's won, he's certainly a lot better than that. James Wade, he is one of the kings at taking out these shots. Double 11 now for a 124. And we said that Wade's one of the kings at taking out those type of shots. He's done it again. And Robert Thornton would have just been thinking, give me a break, you know, just let him miss a treble for a change. But it certainly did not happen. 1-0 to Wade.
Robert Thornton at his very best, a big 180 hitter and a 85 metronomic double top hitter. He's only hit half a dozen maximums in the entire tournament, which puts him right at the bottom of the pile. The minimum of maximums. 5 matches to 6 maximums. That's just nowhere near his normal output.
Well, in the 25s, the 140s, only 25 of those. And he is one of the power scorers in the game when on form. He certainly hasn't been on form for a little while. Perhaps this is going to be the start.
140.
He just needs to get a good match together, a good run, get some confidence. It's all he's lacking, is the confidence, I believe. He's been pounded.
42. Robbie 121.
It's Thornton's turn.
There should be no dramas in this leg, as he goes for the one-pointer to leave tops. And he has as much time as he likes to level up the match. But it could be a 13-dart leg if the Thorn can nail it first dart. Well, no, this is where the maggot of doubt can get gnawing away at the middle of the apple, can't it, Rodney? Because if he comes back and misses another 3...
Well, he'd have rather pitched that 3rd dart over the top and miss, so he comes back to his favourite double top. Now the 10s, if he pitches it inside, he's got to chase up to the 5s. But that's a good guide. He should find the double 10, and does. A sigh of relief for Robert Thornton.
Well, James Wade was a mile back as well. One can only wonder what would have happened had Wade been on a 1-dart finish or a 2-dart finish when Thornton was eyeing up double 10, with his confidence being as brittle as it is. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3.
140.
4-0 will do nicely. His 4th 140 of the match. You mentioned it, Rod. A dearth of 140 plus scores from Robert Thornton in the tournament, but 4 tonight is good going in the 3rd leg.
100.
We do know one thing. Thornton is going to turn up one night and hurt someone like Smith did against Barneveld. You never know, perhaps tonight will be the night. There's 2 140s on the trot now. He'll settle for Wadey just hit a ton, and that gives him 6 darts, perhaps from 2-2-1.
100.
That's exactly what Wadey's done. So now another 140 or even a 180. That's not going to happen. It's Thornton that's leading the averages. Pretty poor, you have to say, from the way James Wade has been playing.
Please recall 161.
Well, Robert Thornton's highest so far in this tournament was when he averaged a couple of ticks under 92 against Peter Wright in that draw back in week 4. That's his best
105.
in 2016.
138.
This would be handy.
So I like the 25 in the last dart from James Wade.
82.
Leaves him 2 darts at double top, had gone the other way.
56.
And he had 1 dart at double top. This guarantees him 2 at his favourite double. He only needs the 1. It's a 2-1 lead. Thornton, you know, on that 2-2-1, he kicks off with 2 140s against the throw, and then doesn't do anything with that 3rd set of darts. However, he's done something with those 3 darts.
Well, these two both had a 9-dart leg in the same
16.
match, didn't they? Remember, Rodney, at the Grand Prix on the double start, bull finish. Hello. Where have you been all the year, Robert? Where have you been, my friend? You're back now.
Well, we keep saying we can't believe there's not been a 9-dart in the Premier League this year, with the performances of the players, especially Van Gogh. Can Robert Thornton take the roof off of the High Row Arena? And it's a no for that, and the boos
89.
echo around this arena.
Well, isn't that just the beauty of darts? If you'd have had a straw poll amongst everybody here, name a player who got a 9-darter, how many would have said Robert Thornton? He was only 2 darts away, tops.
13.
Which shouldn't matter. Shouldn't matter.
The only worrying thing, you know, he did it in the second leg, messing around on those double tops, and that used to be at the end of his fingertips. So if Wade pushes him under pressure, the double tops may fail him again. But 16 hasn't. Wins his leg quite easily.
Seven perfect darts in the 4th leg for the Thorn. Didn't quite land the magical 9, but what he is doing is finding the treble 20 with his first dart far more consistently than he has done at any stage during this 2016 tournament. And now, look at that. I mentioned his highest average was 91.98, so give or take 10 spots higher than his best so far.
That's a huge difference. I know we're only into leg 5, but it certainly is a huge difference. He's just starting to get his scoring power going. 5 140s to Wadey's 2, and normally Wadey's a big 140 hitter. Oh, there's 2 perfect darts from Wade. Just over pitches the 3rd. But what Thornton's got to do, he's got to keep with him. He's got to put some pressure on the Wade throw if he's going to walk away with a win here this evening.
140. James O'Connor, 161.
Well, this was the 9-dart finish. We mentioned the bullseye.
136.
A fraction away, and Thornton with the same equation.
Well, certainly put some pressure on it. It'll be the big 5 for double 10 for James Wade to take the lead again. Double 10 it is. Clinical on his doubles this evening is James Wade, 75%, 3 out of 4. Only 2 out of 8 for Thornton.
140.
However, he has been very strong on his throw this evening, this Thornton. That is encouraging. I mean, he's up to 106 average now.
123.
Superb. 3 180s in a match for the first time in 2016 in the Premier League for Robert Thornton. So everything coming together tonight. Thorn.
140.
And he had another ordinary weekend on the Pro Tour, didn't he? There was a first round exit and a third round exit. But suddenly the spark has come, and maybe it's
127.
from being back north of the border.
All it takes, Rod, as a dart player, when you're in the doldrums, a real good result, it just turns your confidence. The only thing he's lacking is the confidence. And once that turns around, everything seems to be a little bit easier, and you kind of go, why was I worrying? This time, the first time he's hit the double top, 3 legs apiece, and yet no one's had a dart to break the throw in those first 6 legs.
No, there's been a few shenanigans on the double from Robert Thornton, but they haven't amounted to very much in the end, because Wade hasn't been close enough to take full advantage. And don't forget, coming up next, the big one, Michael van Gerwen versus Philip Taylor.
59.
Can Phil Taylor defeat the world #1 for the first time in a major televised game since the World Match Play final in 2014? Can the power prove that he still packs a punch?
Well, it's certainly going to be a test of where Phil
43.
Taylor's game and mindset is at the moment, especially if Van Gerwen gets out the gate, as he has done the last 3 weeks. He really has pounded the treble 20.
140.
Taylor, you know, he's capable. And tonight may be the night.
97. James Ricard,
161 again, but no need to go for the bullshit. He hit the first 2 trebles this time, and he hasn't done that, but he's in control of the leg here, James Wade.
90.
As he looks for what would be a 3rd consecutive Premier League win, having beaten Dave Chisnell and Raymond van Barneveld in the last couple of weeks. Well, 194 is left. That puts him within finishing range.
68. James Ricard, 71.
Double top to regain the lead.
He's shown the 7th leg.
Oh.
James Wade. 8th leg is
It's been
shortly
James
to
Wade
first.
edging in front
He
and
won.
Thornton reeling him in. 4 times Wade's been 1 leg up.
60.
Wade's doubling tonight has been absolutely top notch. 80%, 4 out of 5 for James Wade. So even if Robert Thornton gets near, they may not get a chance. But there we have it. Van Gerwen takes on Taylor next. The winner will go top of the Premier League. Gary Anderson's moved into 3rd place with that win over Adrian Lewis. And there we have it. Thornton at the bottom, but a win here, well, it will take him over Smith.
47.
Yes, Michael Smith doesn't play tonight. Remember, he had to play twice in week 1. When Gary Anderson was unwell, that was in Leeds.
45.
Thornton looking to go level with Smith, would put him at least temporarily level with Chisnell. He has to play twice in Liverpool, so all is not yet lost for Robert Thornton, but this leg here could be pivotal to the entire match. 100 behind, well, 99 behind, 101 even behind.
100.
Tozioki.
Yes, it's the first weak leg really that Robert Thornton's thrown on his own throw. It's been very strong, as have both players. But Wade now with the advantage.
100.
And you feel that Thornton's got to find not a maximum or minimum 140. 1, 2, 3 may help. Oh, a little bit of a pull with the 3rd dart has opened the door up for James Wade to break the throw and take command of this game. That leaves double top for Wade.
140.
Well, a good miss as well over the top, and so 1 bad leg from Robert Thornton could undo the good work of the previous 7.
140.
James Wade, 3 in his hand, looking at tops. Double 10 to go 5-3 in front.
He's shown the 8th leg.
And it is 5-3. Robert Thornton clocked off for 1 leg and 1 leg only. And now the alarm bells are ringing for the Scot.
Well, you can see how much that meant to Wadey. You don't see him fist pump too often. But that's, as we talked about Thornton's game, you know, 1 indifferent leg and he's been punished for it. But There again,
100.
in this company, you expect to get punished if you don't perform at the top of your game.
140.
The first break and throw in the match. It is a vast improvement for Robert Thornton. Last week he only had 3 darts at a double in the entire match. He's played so much better, but it might end up, Rob, with the same net result, and that is no points.
Wade has been so strong on his throw so far, and then turns in a real exceptional leg to break the throw, and sets himself up. He may get 6 darts from 136, and that really hasn't put the pressure on. Scruffy darts there from Thornton.
Red bit would leave 36.
100.
I don't think it would be the double exactly of choice for James Wade, but that's what he's left with when he comes back.
133.
And they may have to mop up.
36.
It's a dodgy double, and that's the reason. Oh, that was brilliant darts from James Wade. No one likes the double 9 switch. Wadey gets 1 point on the board. And now Thornton really is up against the ropes. And you have to say, up until now, another real solid performance. I mean, he was 6-3 up against Barneveld last week and tried to give the draw away to Barney. I don't think he's going to do the same this evening.
Well, as you said, Rod, it'll put him up to 10 points on the league ladder. That points him above Adrian Lewis and Gary Anderson, who are both on 8 at this moment, because Anderson beat Lewis earlier. And it puts him level at the top with the big 2, MVG and Phil Taylor, at the moment. But they're about to enter centre stage next, so at least one of them will pick up points, if not both.
81.
How important, I mean, that first night in Leeds, James Wade had to play 2 matches. No, sorry, it was Michael Smith.
Yeah.
But James Wade played Michael van Gerwen and beat him. That is such an important 2 points, because at the moment, not many people, and you don't want to come to the end of the league at relegation night and having to get points off of James Wade.
Well, you say not many people, Rodney, at this moment, nobody, apart from James Wade, has taken any points whatsoever.
Yeah, fair comment.
Treble 17. Yes, for the ball for the match, for a fanfare finish. Goodness me, that was closer than his last attempt at the ball on the 161, and that wasn't far away the first effort.
20, and now Robert Thornton, and that first dart's a perfect guide, and that's exactly why. It sat absolutely perfect for Thornton. All he had to do was hit the flight, and it slid down the flight, down the barrel, and found the red bit in the centre of the board. 6-4.
100.
Oh, it was 1 dart and 1 dart only at the bullseye for Thornton. Had he missed, he was staring down both barrels, because Wade was coming back for 25.
100.
And almost certainly 2 darts at his favourite double 10 to wrap up.
$136.
Unflustered Wade by the shock of what happened there at the back end of the 10th leg.
Well, Barney did it against Wadey last week, didn't he? But Wadey hit a 180 to leave 24, and that was when Barney took out the 161, so didn't really fluster in then. So, well, certainly not. This is a good, solid performance from James Wade. Really has taken the game to Robert Thornton.
41. James Rupal, 132.
Well, just looking to set it up, not worried about taking it out really. And he's doing that par excellence.
92.
Well, in a leg where you throw first to win, to leave double top after 12, cannot be faulted.
180.
Look at that. Tops for the match. And it is all over. And James Wade wins for the 3rd week in succession. Robert Thornton, far and away his best performance of 2016 with a 101 average, but still not enough to get him a win. The machine, too good, and Wade wins here in Glasgow.